All right, we'd like to call the Lafayette Parish Council meeting to order. At this time, we'd like to ask Councilman Rubin to lead us in a prayer and Councilman Tabor to lead us in the pledge.
Dear Lord, we come to you on this evening, and we ask you to bless this meeting. Let us leave out of here better than the way we came in, Father. We ask you for the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding to make our city and parish a better place. And we ask you this through Jesus Christ our Lord. Amen.
Amen.
Pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic which stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right. Thank you, Councilman Rubin, for the prayer. Thank you, Councilman Tabor, for the pledge. Happy New Year, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to 2021. All hoping and praying we have a blessed year, and keep our prayers and thoughts for those that are still fighting the COVID-19. And may God bless you and your family and keep everyone safe. And happy to be here this afternoon. Thank you for joining the Lafayette Parish Council meeting. We welcome you to the meeting here this afternoon. As presiding officer and chair, I'd like to announce the following. This is a public hearing. To address the council on any item on this agenda, please fill out the speaker form to submit your information to the clerk prior to the call of the agenda item. If that is not done, you will not be given an opportunity to speak. Staff assistance is available if needed. Items for submission to the council clerk should be handed to Council Clerk Ms. Veronica Williams, who's seated all the way to my left. When addressing the council, state your name and title for the official record. We do have a 3-minute rule that will be in effect. There will be no debating, confrontational statements, or profanity to be used. The front row to my left is for media only. Food and drinks are not allowed in the auditorium, and at this time we ask that you please silence all cell phones or electronic devices. And those that still have beepers or VCRs, we ask you to please turn those off. Meeting procedures are by resolution and not by Robert's Rules of Order. All documents with reference to meetings can be found on the LCG website. And finally, the council encourages your involvement in boards and commissions. If you're interested, we ask that you call 291-8800. Again, that's 291-8800 if you're interested in getting involved in a board or commission. And I know we have some appointments available in some positions. So if you're interested and you're listening or watching, please do your part and contact the council office and find out more information, and our staff will take care of you. Elections of officers. Cindy, please read.
Election of chair and vice chair in accordance with section 2-07F of the Lafayette City Parish Consolidated Government Home Rule Charter.
Okay. I need a nomination for Parish Council Chair. Hold on, hit your button. Councilman Tabor, you have the floor.
I'd like to nominate Mr. John Gilbo.
Okay, got a nomination for chair for Councilman John Gilbo. Anybody else? Got a second by Councilman Rubin. Okay, call the vote for the council chair.
District 1,
Yes.
District 2,
John Gilbo.
District 3,
John Gilbo.
District 4,
John Gilbo with regrets.
District 5.
John Gilbo.
John Gilbo is the chair.
Okay. All right, brother.
No, for the vote. For the vote. I think in the same spot.
Okay, I'll now ask for nominations for the 2021 Parish Council Vice Chair. Mr. Carlson.
I'd like to nominate A.B. Rubin as vice chair.
Any other nominations?
You got to say who the second was.
It has been moved and second that Mr. Rubin be nominated for Vice Chair. Call for the vote.
District 2,
Rubin.
District 3,
Rubin.
District 4,
Rubin.
District 5,
Reuben.
Let me think. Reuben.
District 1.
Reuben.
A.B. Rubin is the vice chair.
No, stay there. Stay there for now. We will move.
She's changing the board now, so, but I think you stay where you're at now. Okay?
Tell me when you're ready, Ms. V.
You can continue on, Mr. Chair.
They unseated you, okay. Chair announcements, and I do have two that I'd like to make, and I'm going to take them out of order from what's on the script. First, I'd like to turn my attention to Mr. Narcam and say, Kevin, job well done. It was one heck of a demanding year that we faced, and I thank you for navigating this council through a very difficult 2020. Wow. Wow, that's all I can say. Who would have envisioned the challenges of a new charter, a difficult budget, COVID, community unrest, Mother Nature throwing one storm after another into our laps? We had personnel layoffs, program cuts, and to me, one of the big challenges was 4 of the 5 Parish Council team members were thrown into a year of baptism by fire. And we have years and years of critical projects that were behind schedule. And thank goodness, it looks like we are catching up. But all of this was wrapped up into one given year. It wasn't easy, to say the least. But it was, as I like to refer it, as a year of stink, stank, and stunk. How else can you say anything about 2020? But our journey through these troubling waters does not end with an end to a calendar year. Going forward, a budget plan that can sustain us into the future merits our consideration. A day-to-day plan is not sustainable. The task of this council, without a doubt, will be daunting. And we will again have to stand up and be very, very resilient. Colleagues, after the year we just experienced, we should be very hardballed at this point as policymakers in our service to our community. As chair, it certainly can be lonely at the top, and I'm sure Mr. Narcan can attest to that. But I am confident with your continued support, we can continue to work in unison for the betterment of our communities. It is imperative that we continue our healthy working relationship. So I call on each of you to engage in a seamless transition of leadership into 2021. And to you, my friend, Councilman Vice Chair Rubin, AB, I welcome the chance to share this platform with you over the next year. And to you, Mr. Mayor President Gilray, your leadership, your support, and a continued healthy working relationship is most valued. And Ms. V, you've been the glue. We thank you for the support that you and your staff have provided in making our jobs so much easier. My final comment is to the public, directed to you, the citizens of Lafayette Parish. Your importance in the process of government is critical, undeniable. We place a high premium on your participation in your government, a government of the people. No, we will not achieve any and all things that we most desire. That will not happen. But we can work mutually to seek solutions to those ends, given available financial and human resources. Again, our sincere thanks to you, Mr. Narcan, for your leadership in 2020. And I welcome the challenges of leading this council in 2021. Thanks for your vote of confidence. Now let's go to work. Thank you. What I'd like to do, and I do see that some of my colleagues are wanting to speak, and out of courtesy and respect for our former past chair, I'd like to ask Mr. Nakam for his comments. If you would, hit your, and I'll get back to the others. Okay, Mr. Nakam. You've got it.
All right. Thank you very much. Thank you, John, and look forward to working with all of you again. AB, same here. Carlson, Taylor, as always. Mayor President, Sidra, Laurie, Fire Chief, Planning Zone, everybody. I had the privilege of leading us in 2020. It was fun. It was stressful. It was trying times, and it's going to continue. But thank you for the opportunity to do so. I'll keep it short and sweet. And thank you, Veronica. Thank you for the whole staff and all the support you gave me through the process. And I just look forward to continue working and trying to accomplish those goals of making sure that the parish can operate on a day-to-day basis and work with administration and other people and work with the public to help figure out what exactly is going to take to fix the parish and open to all solutions. And that process has started at the end of my chairmanship, and it's going to continue. With Council Chairman Gilbo on board, along with A.B. Rubin, I think they have some things they want to get done as well. So thank you for the time. I appreciate it. It was fun. We had a fair share of laughs, and we had our fair share of disagreements. But at the end of the day, I thought the Parish Council for a whole year did about as best as we can do with what we had. And we made some tough cuts, and we had to make some tough decisions. And it's okay, you know. We all made it. We all survived, and we just have to take it one day at a time. Life's not guaranteed. And we just got to continue to work and do the best we can. And sometimes we're going to agree to disagree, but we should never lose respect for one another. So, thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Nakam. Mr. Taylor.
First, Mr. Nakam, I want to thank you as being chair for the year. You did a great job under those circumstances, as mentioned by the new chair. Mr. Gilbo, new chair, I'd like to congratulate you.
Thank you, sir.
Mr. Rubin, I'd like to congratulate you on it. And I think we're going to keep this going, and congratulations, but I just want to, since we're still doing for the council announcements, and I want to announce and thank publicly Amazon for picking Lafayette Parish to come, and especially Karen Crow in my district. So, and we welcome them, and that means they have confidence in the people of Lafayette, and I know we won't do them wrong. Two other things, or a few other things on and I don't make much announcements, so I get to do a bunch today. Football, going to football. I'd like to congratulate 3 of our high schools for state championships. I'll start with my hometown, Karen Crow, 4. That's right, 4. Acadiana, LCA,
STM.
and STM, and also for UL.
That's
So
right.
I just wanted to go on the record. And by the way, 2 of those high schools in my district also. Thank you.
I'd just like to add that Acadiana High is also maybe not your district, but my alumni, and that's 6. So, no, congratulations, Acadiana. Karen Crow did an outstanding job as well. And matter of fact, Mr. Chair, I would recommend that we at some point bring these teams here and get some recognition on the Parish Council like we did in previous years. So
Absolutely.
congratulations. We have a lot to be proud of.
Good. Okay. Thank you, sir. Mr. Rubin.
Thank you, Chairman. Actually, prior to the meeting, we're already discussing putting it on the agenda for the next meeting. We'll try to get some of the team members over here so we can congratulate them. All right, so first of all, I want to, once again, I'd like to thank you also, Kevin. I mean, you took 4 babies, burped us, fed us, burped us, and we became Ben. You know what I'm saying? So we want to thank you for that, man. You know, you took for people that really didn't know nothing but how to help people. I know for myself, my thing is I know how to help people, you know, and you took us and you taught us policies and procedures, and we want to thank you for that. You know, there's many days we came in here and we felt like, Mr. Rogers, would you be our neighbor from the constituents? And there's many days we came in here like Public Enemy, fight the power, you know? So we've had our ups and our downs in the council, and you showed us how we are supposed to handle it. So we want to thank you for leading the way for us going into 2021. I'm looking forward to 2021. It should be very interesting. You know, you guys are great people, man. Just think, we're in a year already, guys. You know what I'm saying? So we have to remember that we work for you guys. The one thing that I've learned is that we need to listen to you guys. If I didn't learn anything else, knowing that we work for you guys, we need to listen. But the thing that I'm going to ask is, when you bring things to us, help us out, because none of us up here, we don't know all the answers. So when you have an issue, give us some kind of a help and help us out with a solution or an ideal of what you think would be a good solution to the situation that you're dealing with. You know, and as a team, we will be great in 2021. I'm kind of like Tabor, a couple of announcements. I'd like to turn the floor over to Ms. V and ask her if she can talk about the Martin Luther King. There's usually a celebration for Martin Luther King the third Monday of January. And from what I'm understanding, I think that everything has been canceled for this year.
You are correct, yeah, with the pandemic numbers and, you know, meeting in person, you know, that we would schedule for and I'm publicity chairperson for the Martin Luther King Holiday Committee here in Lafayette. We would plan many activities, the parade, the pageantry that would go on, public service events. So for 2 weekends in a row, but of course, in light of the pandemic and what is going on and the numbers increasing, we're going to postpone having any activities. And should we schedule something either in person later or virtually, we will let the public know. So all activities have been postponed.
Thank you for that, Ms. V. Even though everything is canceled, let's not forget the great things that Dr. Martin Luther King has done for us. To be able to join in here, for me as African American to sit up here and do the things that I do, and for us all to be able to join together as one, okay? So let's not forget the reason for the season. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Okay, thank you very much. Mr. Nakane, if you would, at this time, stand up with me. I have a little presentation to make as outgoing chair. It reads, Kevin Nakane, Chair, Lafayette Parish Council, District 2, January 7th, 2020 to January 5th, 2021. Council members, John Gilbo, Vice Chair, Brian Tabor, Josh Carlson, A.B. Rubin, Veronica Williams, Clerk of the Court. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. I just want to say thank you very much. Appreciate it once again. Thanks for everybody. And Ms. Williams, I didn't know you were clerk of the court, but it says clerk of the council, right? I just want to
Oh, I'm sorry.
It scared me for
I scared you for a second.
We just elevated you.
Yeah, there you go. Thank you so much. I'll cherish this very much, and thank you all for trusting me into leading the first year and putting your trust and faith in me. And hope I did y'all right, and I look forward to working with y'all. As always, this has been a pleasure so far, and I want to continue it all the way out. I think a good, strong working relationship with council members and administration makes for a good year, and it makes for good things in the community. So thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Good, thank you. Now, we'll move on. Couple more. Go ahead. Mr. Rubin.
Hey, Kevin, I see you did some good things, but you taught us some bad habits too, just for the record. But on a serious note,
I did make y'all laugh this year. Through all the bad times, we did get a few laughs. Right?
Yeah. But on a serious note, and I know this is you, the thing about it is, no matter where we put a good leader, we always know that you're going to still lead from wherever you're at. A good leader leads from the sideline, in the back of the room, wherever they put them at, so we're still expecting you to come out here and do the things that you do, man.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thanks.
Good, thank you very much. Okay, final chair announcements, and boy, do we have a slew of January birthdays, except for one. We have an individual, our Chief Administrative Officer, Ms. Sidra, turned 39, Sidra, December 31st. Congratulations.
Christmas, baby. New Year's
December
Eve.
31st. Happy birthday to Kylie Brooks, LUS Interim Finance Fiber Director, who will celebrate her birthday on January 7th. Wow. I would like to wish a happy birthday to our Mayor President, Mr. Gilroy, Mr. Hollis Conway, y'all met at the hospital, Community Development Director, who will both celebrate on January 8th.
Sure.
And a big happy birthday to a hard-working individual, one of the nicest guys in the world, Mr. Chad Naveau, Public Works Director, who will celebrate his birthday on January 9th. And boy, this one gives me a lot of pain to say this, but a big happy birthday, and all of us can say it together, to our Council Administrative Secretary, Ms. Sherry LeBlanc, a wonderful individual, on January 14th. So a big round of applause for all of these birthday individuals. All right, moving on. Executive Mayor's Report. Mr. Mayor, President, I need to get over. Yeah. Hold on, I'm getting there.
You're good.
Okay.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Chair. Before I give this very extensive Executive Mayor President's report, I do also want to echo the sentiments of the council. This last year it's been way more rewarding than challenging, I will tell you that. And personally, one of the most rewarding experiences that I've had is getting the opportunity to know each one of you. And I find that all 5 of you have what we call a servant's heart. Yes, you advocate for your respective districts, and I hear that quite often. Appreciate it, but I really do appreciate it. But you also see the big picture, and you see that this parish needs vision, this parish needs leadership, this parish needs fiscal responsibility, as our new chair alluded to. So under the leadership of Councilman Nakhan, thank you. Mr. Chair, under your leadership as Vice Chair, we appreciate that. I welcome your chairmanship. To our new Vice Chair, very well deserved, and I'm looking forward to continuing to work with you as well. But this council, one of your primary functions is making sure that we spend the people's money wisely, and you did that. And even through those ups and downs, as was referenced, this council helped approve the budget that reduced spending by $29 million. Even through all that 2020 gave us, you It starts with you as the appropriating entity of this government. You can tell your constituents in good conscience that you address the need downtown that's been neglected for a while in the Buchanan Street parking garage. Even with $29 million cut, we were able to do that, and it starts again with your partnership. And I can go on and on. From the Buchanan Street parking garage, before we appropriated the funding, you saw the need to address the panels. During the COVID-19 response, you saw the need to support a special meeting, allocate and appropriate the funding so that we can have a parish-wide COVID-19 testing site at the Cajun Dome so that we could address screening and help our healthcare stakeholders. So yes, we like to focus on maybe some of the downsides, but the last year gave us so much more rewarding experiences than the downside, and I look forward to 2021 and beyond. And my joy is rooted in my faith, but my faith is rewarded by me being around people like you. So I appreciate you. That being said,
Thank you, sir.
we have budget to actual comparison of major parish funds, November 2020 preliminary. Our CFO is available for any questions. This was submitted to you prior to the meeting.
Great. Any questions on the budget to actual?
Oh, yes.
Mr. Mayor, I think we have a new chief that we'd like to introduce.
That is correct, and my CAO just reminded me of that, and I appreciate it.
hey.
I'm very honored to introduce this individual, Chief Thomas Glover. If you could come up and maybe address the council and say hello, and if you guys have any questions. Chief Glover, as he's walking up, this selection process was very extensive, and it needed to be so. We needed to get the right guy in the job that can lead our wonderful police department into the future. And Chief, you could probably tell the process better than I can, but I can tell everyone listening and watching at home, going through civil service is no joke. This starts with the test. It starts with the other requirements that you need. Just to get into the selection committee was a tall order. You went through a very diverse selection committee. You had two other candidates that were also very qualified that interviewed with the administration, and I can tell our people, our wonderful people, that the best man was chosen for this job. I'm looking forward to serving with you, and I know the council shares in my enthusiasm.
Thank you, Mayor President. I've met all of you, I believe, earlier. I'm very glad to be here. I told the mayor in my interview process I was very serious about this. I actually live round trip from here, 818 miles, and I drove 4 times. I drove, not fly. I drove 4 times for a total of about 3,200 miles in the application process. So I'm very serious about this. I look forward to working with members of the Parish Council when it's feasible and when it's necessary, and I will do everything within my power as a police chief to be the best that Lafayette has to offer. I love the city. I like the people. I'm elated that everybody I see speaks, and I don't know if that's, that good Southern hospitality or if it's just how people are here, but it is really an honor to be here serving. Thank you.
Thank you, Chief. And I just want to let you know that I have just drafted you for my center on my basketball team.
Okay. I can't dunk anymore, but I can shoot the free throws.
That's all right. You've got height. You've got height. Okay, Mr. Mayor?
Thank you, Chief. Thank you, Mr. Chair. That is all I have.
Okay, moving on. Joint resolutions. Cindy, please read.
Joint Resolution 1, 2021, a resolution of the Lafayette City Council and the Lafayette Parish Council acknowledging receipt of and approving the fiscal year 2021 budget submitted by the Lafayette Convention and Visitors Commission.
Need a motion and a second? Been moved by Mr. Nakaz, seconded by Mr. Carlson. Any discussion, council members? Not hearing any. Any public comments, Ms.
No, sir.
Call for the vote.
District 3,
Yes.
District 4,
Yes.
District 5? Yes. District 1? Yes. District 2?
Yes.
The motion to adopt is approved.
Okay, moving on. Ordinance for final adoption. Please read. Before we do that, though, let me make this comment that this is a public hearing, and speaker sheets are available for anyone wishing to address the council. The 3-minute rule does apply. Cindy, please read.
Parish Ordinance 82, 2020, an ordinance of the Lafayette Parish Council authorizing the Lafayette Mayor President to enter into an intergovernmental agreement between the Lafayette Lafayette City Parish Consolidated Government and the City of Scott concerning the surface improvements to Lunier Street and amending the fiscal year 2021 capital budget of the Lafayette City Parish Consolidated Government by increasing reimbursement revenues from the City of Scott in the amount of $95,000 and appropriating within the Public Works Department for said project.
Need a motion, second? Been moved and second. Moved by Mr. Carlson, seconded by Mr. Tabor. Any council discussion? Ms. Williams, any public comment?
No, sir.
Call for the vote.
District 4,
Yes.
District 5,
Yes.
District 1, District 2, District 3.
Yes.
The motion to adopt is approved.
Joint ordinances for final adoption. And again, this is a public hearing, and speaker sheets are available for anyone wishing to address the council. The 3-minute rule does apply. Cindy, please read.
Joint Ordinance 104, 2020, and Joint Ordinance of the Lafayette City Council and the Lafayette Parish Council, authorizing the Lafayette City Parish Consolidated Government to sell at public auction surplus vehicles, equipment, and other miscellaneous movable property which are no longer needed for public purposes as per the attached list auction.
Need a motion, second? Moved by Mr. Nakam, seconded by Mr. Rubin. Any council discussion? Ms. Veronica, any
No
public
public
comment?
comment.
Call for the vote.
District 5,
Yes.
District 1,
Yes.
District 2, District 3,
Yes.
District 4.
Yes.
The motion to adopt is approved. Joint Ordinance 105, 2020, a joint ordinance of the Lafayette City Council and the Lafayette Parish Council, authorizing the Lafayette City Parish Consolidated Government to sell at public internet auction surplus miscellaneous movable property, which are no longer needed for public purposes as per the attached list, internet auction.
Need a motion, second? Motion by Mr. Tabor, second by Mr. Nakam. Any council discussion? Ms. Veronica, any public
No
comment?
public comment.
Call for the vote.
District 1,
Yes.
District 2,
Yes.
District 3,
Yes.
District 4,
Yes.
District 5. The motion to adopt is approved. Joint Ordinance 112, 2020, a joint ordinance of the Lafayette City Council and the Lafayette Parish Council, authorizing the Lafayette Mayor President to enter into a fiscal year 2021 cooperative endeavor agreement between the City of Lafayette, the Parish of Lafayette, and the interim marshal for the City Court of Lafayette.
Need a motion, second? Moved by Mr. Nakam, seconded by Mr. Carlson. Any council discussion? Ms. Williams, any public comment?
No, sir.
Not hearing any? We vote.
District 2,
Yes.
District 3,
Yes.
District 4,
Yes.
District 5? District 1? The motion to adopt is approved. Joint Ordinance 113, 2020, a joint ordinance of the Lafayette City Council and the Lafayette Parish Council amending the fiscal year 2021 operating budget of the Lafayette City Parish Consolidated Government by increasing revenues in the amount of $2,645,011 from the FEMA Flood Mitigation Assistance Program, FMA PJ 06LA 2018-033. Grant funds received from the State of Louisiana Governor's Office of Homeland Security and Emergency Preparedness for the acquisition or elevation of severe repetitive loss properties and appropriating within the Development and Planning Department.
Need a motion, second? Been motioned by Mr. Nakam, seconded by Mr. Tabor. Any council discussion? Ms. Veronica, any public comment?
No, sir.
Not hearing any? We vote.
District 3,
Yes.
District 4,
Yes.
District 5,
Yes.
District 1, District 2.
Yes.
The motion to adopt is approved.
Announcement of vacancies on boards, commission. Ms. Cindy, please read.
A vacancy exists on the Lafayette Waterworks District South Board as of February 1st, 2021. This is a one-year term. Applicants must be district residents. A vacancy exists on the Lafayette Parish Library Board of Control for the remainder of an unexpired 5-year term through September 30th, 2025. A vacancy exists on the Lafayette Waterworks District South Board as of February 1st, 2021. This is a one-year term. Applicants must be district residents. A vacancy will exist on the Lafayette Parish Waterworks District North Board for a 5-year term effective March 1st, 2021. Applicants must be district residents. A vacancy will exist on the Emergency Medical Services Advisory Board for a 4-year term effective March 1st, 2021. Applicants must be a minority as defined by the Louisiana Revised Statute 3822-33.2. This is a joint appointment by the Lafayette City Council and the Lafayette Parish Council. A vacancy will exist on the Emergency Medical Services Advisory Board for a 4-year term effective March 1st, 2021. This is a joint appointment by the Lafayette City Council and the Lafayette Parish Council. Individuals wishing to submit a resume to the above volunteer vacancies must be a registered voter and a resident of Lafayette Parish. Yearly ethics training for all appointees is required as is financial disclosure under certain circumstances. Resumes are to be forwarded to Veronica L. Williams, Clerk of the Council, P.O. Box 4017-C, Lafayette, Louisiana 70502, or email to bclafayette@lafayettela.gov no later than noon Tuesday, January 19, 2021, with appointments to be made at the February 9, 2021 regular meeting of the Lafayette Parish Council. Resume submissions are public record.
Okay, thank you very much. Appointments by council members, mayor, president, and/or any other direct appointing authority. Cindy, please read.
LCG employees appointed Kimberly Senegal to the Lafayette Municipal Civil Service Board for a 4-year term effective February 1st, 2021. Josh Guillory, Mayor President, appointed Nicole Poincott to the Mayor President's Awareness Committee on Citizens with Disabilities for a 3-year term effective November 1st, 2019. Josh Guillory, Mayor President, appointed Kelly McGibbony to the Mayor President's Awareness Committee on Citizens with Disabilities for a 3-year term effective November 16, 2019. Josh Guillory, Mayor President, appointed Ellie Mae Keefe to Keep Lafayette Beautiful for a one-month term effective November 25, 2020, and a 2-year term effective January 1st, 2021. Josh Guillory, Mayor President, appointed Valerie L. McGehee to Keep Lafayette Beautiful for a 2-year term effective June 1st, 2020. Josh Guillory, Mayor President, appointed Emily Sevinston to Keep Lafayette Beautiful for a 2-year term effective April 1st, 2019.
Okay, thank you. Consider appointment by council as a whole to boards, commissions. Ms. Cindy, please read.
Appointment to the Professional Services Committee for the 2021 calendar year.
I'll accept nominations.
I'd like to nominate Ryan Tabor.
Brian Tabor has been nominated. Any other nominations? Okay. It's been moved and seconded that Mr. Tabor be nominated. Any council discussion on Mr. Tabor's nomination? Any public comment, Ms. Williams?
No, sir.
Call for the vote.
District 4,
Yes.
District 5,
Yes.
District 1,
Yes.
District 2,
Yes.
District 3.
Yes.
Tabor has been appointed.
Ms. Cindy, read the appointment to the Planning and Zoning.
Appointment to the Lafayette Parish Planning and Zoning Commission for a 5-year term effective January 7th, 2021.
Open for nominations. I see Bonnie Anderson is the only applicant. Mr. Tabor.
I'd like to nominate Bonnie Anderson.
Go ahead, Mr. Nakam. You second it? Okay. We have a motion to nominate Ms. Bonnie Anderson. Any other nominations? She was the only applicant, and she is the incumbent. Okay. Any council discussion? Ms. Williams, any public comment?
No, sir.
Call for the vote.
District 5, District 1,
Yes.
District 2,
Yes.
District 3,
Yes.
District 4.
Yes.
Bonnie Anderson is appointed.
Introductory ordinance. Ms. Cindy, please read.
Parish Ordinance 1, 2021, an ordinance of the Lafayette Parish Council amending the fiscal year 2021 capital budget of the Lafayette City Parish Consolidated Government by providing additional funding from Fund 276 Parish-wide Parks and Recreation Fund to correspond to previously adopted park ordinances, moving Arsenal Park from Fund 274 Cultural Economy Fund to Fund 105 Parish General Fund, provide additional funding for Pequard Park and from Fund 274, Cultural Economy Fund, and provide funding for Foster Park from Fund 105, Parish General Fund, in the Parks and Recreation Department.
Ms. Williams, any comments from the public on this introductory ordinance? It's been moved. Okay, I'll ask for motion. I need a motion and a second. Okay. It's been moved by Mr. Nakhan, seconded by Mr. Carlson. Any council discussion? Ms. Williams, any public comment?
No, sir.
Call for the vote.
District 1,
Yes.
District 2,
Yes.
District 3,
Yes.
District 4,
Yes.
District 5. The motion to introduce is approved.
Joint introductory ordinances. Ms. Cindy Reed.
Joint Ordinance 1, 2021, a joint ordinance of the Lafayette City Council and the Lafayette Parish Council establishing a conditional 2% pay increase structure for employees of the Office of the City Marshal. Joint Ordinance 2, 2021, a joint ordinance of the Lafayette City Council and the Lafayette Parish Council amending the fiscal year 1920 operating budget of the Lafayette City Parish Consolidated Government by increasing revenues in the amount of $3,251,277.44 in coronavirus relief funds received from the U.S. Treasury through the State of Louisiana Office of Community Development as authorized by the Coronavirus Aid, Relief, and Economic Security CARES Act and appropriating within various departments.
Council members, I'll need a motion and a second from the council to introduce the ordinances, items 28 and 29 in global. Go ahead. Go ahead, Mr. Nakhan.
Who, in regards to the introduction ordinance on the percent, can somebody talk to me about that? As far as for what employees we're talking about particularly, and what's the cost to the parish? Or is it based upon sales tax revenue, or is it based upon,
I'll defer to Lori.
okay.
So, the marshal's office, right? The parish is required by state statute to cover 1/3 of the marshal's salary, none of the other employees. So this is for 1/3 of the marshal's salary, none of his staff. So it's a smaller percentage. And it's based on the same ordinance that we adopted for the LCG employees and for the employees of the Lafayette Police Department. So it's based on reaching a certain amount of increase in revenue over the time period, and then it would be placed in the proposed budget for the year following, the following year.
So we're trying to mirror what was already done to previous,
Right. What was done for the civil service and employees that report to the council and mayor and the police department employees, it was not done for the marshal's office.
if those things happen to hit the checkoff list, what kind of dollar amount is that going to be to the parish?
I'm sorry, I don't have that figure.
Okay, can you give me
And
that before final?
Just for this one ordinance? Yes, sir, absolutely.
Okay, just curious. Thank you.
Okay, I need a motion and a second. Sorry.
One more question on that, Lori. On that threshold that it's got to be made, is that on the city side or the parish side? In other words, is that when the parish has to reach that threshold also?
It is for the consolidated government, so it's the city and the parish.
But the dollars are combined in that aspect for that. In other words, the parish is never going to reach that goal.
Well, the parish can reach that goal because it's based on an increase. It's based on a 2% increase. So
Okay, income increase, okay.
income increase. So the fact of the matter is the parish alone is never going to be able to set the standard, but the parish combined with the city could trigger the economic event.
All right.
And I can tell you the intent behind that, the 2%, the reason why we're proposing it for your consideration is, we have commissioned officers over there in the city marshal's office that put their lives on the line as well, and I feel like if, we're all on one team, so if we have officers in PD that qualify for these pay raise, I want the deputy marshals to have that same opportunity. I think it's only fair, but there are certain triggers, like the CFO alluded to, that would need to be met first. And again, correct me if I'm wrong, Ms. Toops, but this is that trigger would require me to put it in my proposed budget, the next executive budget. And if you said that already, I apologize, I was out. So, thank you.
Okay, still waiting on a motion to receive items 28 and 29 in globo. Motion by Mr. Nakam, seconded by Mr. Carlson. Any council discussion? Ms. Williams, any public comments?
Yes, sir.
Let's vote.
District 2,
Yes.
District 3,
Yes.
District 4,
Yes.
District 5, District 1. Yes. The motion to introduce in globo is approved.
Okay. Comments from the public? Ms. Williams, do we have any public comments?
No, sir, Mr. Chair, we do not have anyone signed in to speak.
Okay. Then I adjourn the meeting. Thank you.